This is Calvin from CMO TV. All right, we got a late show, man. Man, we're gonna get out here late, talk a couple topics out there in the world. All right, I got my cousin with us today. Go ahead and introduce yourself, cousin. Tell you who
Hey,
you
what's
are
going on? My name Chill.
and
Everybody.
tell them where you from. Tell them
I'm
all the
from
good.
Joliet, Illinois. Ain't too
Shot
many
town.
people heard of it. They didn't heard of Chicago, but not too many people heard of Joliet. That's where I'm from.
Oh man, you know people don't hear this a damn jolly yet, bro.
Well, a lot of
Yeah,
people ain't heard of it. They just heard of Chicago. Unless
yeah,
I name
man.
a prison.
I know, right? All right, man. We're gonna get started on a topic I want to talk about. I want to know if you heard anything about it.
Alrighty.
And with you being up in Chicago, you kind of near it too.
Right.
Have you heard that about the origin of hip hop? You've been hearing them talk about the origin of hip hop.
Yeah.
Tell me your
Me
perspective on
personally,
that.
I think it went downhill.
No. I'm asking you where it started from, where it originated from, and all that. Because
Well, actually,
you
hip
got
hop
Fat Joe.
originated from New York.
Okay, no. I'm going to tell you the backstory on what's going on out there. 'Cause I don't think
Okay.
you know what's going on. Is you got Fat Joe and you got Busta Rhymes. And
Right.
some other people. Now, Fat Joe saying that he's Puerto Rican or some shit like that. Fat
No, he's
Joe is saying
Haitian.
Fat Joe.
Oh yeah.
Fat
Oh, I thought you talking about Busta Rhymes. Yeah, Fat Joe. He's Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Now, Fat Joe is saying Puerto Ricans had half and half on bringing up hip hop or whatever, and Busta Rhymes said hip hop came from Jamaica. He's a Jamaican. Yeah.
Right.
So tell me your perspective on that. What you think?
Well, my perspective is I don't, a lot of Latinos they had a lot of influence on the rap history, but that's they didn't, they not the one who started it.
They say they created. They were 50-50 on creating.
No, they didn't create it. The blacks created hip hop because you can go back to the basically the 1915, 1920s. And they was like basically start bringing out hip hop then in like pop culture, like R&B, like the little blues and stuff.
Yeah.
They started, basically rhyming in they songs as hip hop back then.
Mm, mm. Now, Busta Rhymes, let him tell it, where they got the turntables and some more stuff. This is where we got this culture from Jamaica.
I can kind of say we did because the first person that I ever known that ever had a turntable in any type of music or black music that they had was Bob Marley.
Bob Marley. That's not true. That's not a historic fact right there.
Well, not really, but like if you thinking of origin of hip hop, the first thing you're gonna think about is New York. And
Okay.
between Latinos and Jamaicans, I can say the Jamaicans came out with it first.
You think so? What
Yeah.
if I told you it's a historic fact that they didn't come nowhere near it? Think about
Really?
what you're saying. Yeah, think about what you're saying now, cuz. Think about what you're saying. Because let them tell it, or let Busta Rhymes tell it. He'll tell you to your face. And you and I, we know we are, what we call FBA, a Foundation of Black American.
Right.
Because me myself, I don't consider myself an African American anymore.
I don't either.
Because exactly. But anyway, we're a foundation of Black Americans, and if you think about that, when have you seen one of us actually dressed up like one of those Jamaicans? Back then, back in the seconds, because it originated in the what we call hip hop started in '74, and we were just born or whatever. I know I
Mm-hmm.
was. I was just born in early '70s, so it got started by this guy. It didn't get started by him, but it was something about he's supposed to have some type of party or something like this. Cool Herc. His name was Cool Herc. DJ
Mm-hmm.
Cool Herc. He's a Jamaican, but
Okay.
he says he got all his music from America. Only thing he did was extended the breaks for people to
I
get out
can
there
I
and
can
pop
kind of
pop.
go along with that. I can go along with that.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a big mess, man. I don't know if you've been online, kind of listen to that stuff, man. But they are really getting in and getting off on that stuff like that, man. They are
Yeah.
really getting in
Cause
and
like
getting
I
off.
said, me personally, in my experience of my first, because I was born in '72,
Okay.
and the first rap I ever heard was a dude. He was from Atlanta, Georgia, and he was a black guy. But instead of him singing hip hop, he was actually singing R&B, but it sounded like hip hop because how he was talking, everything was in like rap form.
Yeah, yeah,
They just
yeah,
didn't have the beats like they have now. They have, like uh, uh, a full instrument band playing that type of music.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then the second person I ever heard in hip hop was Curtis Blow. Well, I ain't gonna even say Curtis Blow. I'm gonna say the Furious Five and all of them guys like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Furious Five. They used to go in pretty good. I used to like them. Furious Five. Then you had what was that group Kumo D was with? I forgot that. What was that group?
Um, it wasn't Curtis
It
Blow,
I'm
Grandmaster
talking.
Flash and all of them. The Furious Five.
It could be the Furious Five that he was with. Curtis Kumo D. Now we were talking earlier. I was telling you about that. This chick, Cynthia G. I told you about that chick, Cynthia
Right,
G,
right.
and the statement she made talking about, and she don't say it on more than one occasion too, talking about that if a black woman know that she having a male fetus, she need to abort the child. Tell me your thoughts on that, bro.
Well, I feel like everybody have their own opinion about the black culture. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes we can be ignorant in certain situations, but far as having kids, it's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
good black men out here, that had kids, and I don't think that statement that she said was 100% correct. Now you do got some out here that really don't care about their kids, but you do got a lot of men that love their kids, but really can't be with them because of the situation with the mother. Because sometimes when you break up with a woman and you have a baby and get another female, that woman she start getting kind of bitter at you and then want to tell you that you can't see your kids. So, and a lot of guys that I know personally don't really have that type of money to be going back and forth to court to get their rights for their kids because they feel like because you're black, you have a record that the system's gonna fight against you or trying to fight for your kids. And I don't really believe in that statement that she was talking about. It got to be something going on in her life that made her feel that way. Maybe her dad left out of her life and she feel like a certain way about black men having kids. So I don't understand what's the difference in between a black man and a black woman having a baby, in between a black man and a white woman having a child, or a Hispanic having a child by a black person. So why she didn't say, if you have a child by a Hispanic or a white, that child gonna turn out the same way. She just basically pinpointing one race. And I feel like something went on in her life, the reason why she feel that way.
She really has a disdain for the black man, the black man in particular too. And this Cynthia chick, she's actually a black woman.
I
That's the
know.
scary
I can
part.
believe it.
That's the scary part. She literally has a bug up her ass about black men. And what did a black man do to you to have you to say, if a black woman knows she's having a male child, all black women should board that male child? Do you know you don't want to see not one black man on earth when you say that? And, man, I was like, wow.
Me personally, that sound kind of racist. It's like she got something against black men. Maybe she been hurt by so many black men in her life, and that's how she felt. Maybe she got a child by a black man, and he probably did leave her because of her attitude and the way her
You
thinking
really
is.
think that chick got a black man?
No, I said she probably had one, and that's probably why she feel the way that she do. Maybe the man that she was with dogged her out, mistreated her, used her, beat her, or whatever they may have done to her. So it have to be some type of reason for her to say a derogatory statement like that. You just ain't gonna wake up because you're black and feel like if you have if a black man have a black child, that woman should abort it. So evidently, it's something personal going on in her life that she trying to lash out on black men about.
She doing a damn good job at it.
That's the only thing I can come up with. It can't be nothing else unless she just an ignorant woman and don't want to see no black man rise or prevail.
That
And
could
that's
be that
crazy
could be
too.
the issue. That could be the issue. I'm gonna let you hear some statements. She came out with what she said here in a minute. Let me find her, and you're gonna be like, this is gonna be her. You're gonna be like, wow, this. Let me. You go ahead and finish cooking on that. I'm gonna be looking for the statement.
Okay. Yeah, so like I said, something wrong with her. Something got to be messed up in her life, or was messed up in her life when she was dealing with black men, that made her feel that way. Because if you're a black woman and you got black parents, so evidently you supposed to be, in so many words, you supposed to, basically you saying that your daddy should have aborted you. So you didn't feel like your dad should have, you didn't feel like your mom should have aborted you when your mom and your dad had you. So why would you feel that way about another black couple? Because there's some black people out here that really can't have kids but want kids and love kids, and there's some women and men out here that got kids that either kill them, leave them alone, mistreat them. You see that every day.
Yeah, you do. You do. All right, I'm gonna kick one off her. This is gonna be the first question right here that she asked. Let me know if you can hear this or not too.
Okay.
Rather odd and unusual for
Yeah,
the
I can hear
title
you.
of this show alone, in terms of, is there a war against black men. But the question always asked here on the business of being black, because, well, it is the business of being black. So why should black people care if there is a war on black men or not? Cynthia, you kick it off.
So I first want to say there is a war on black men by other black men. And for that reason, I do think that we should care. I think that the perception of who's going to war against black men is going to determine where our energy is directed. And I think it's counterproductive to focus on the group of men who are terrorizing the black community simply because they're being bullied. There's no war against them by other people. They're being bullied by other groups of men. So that's why we should care.
Dewan, why?
Did you hear that bullshit you were talking about, man?
Yeah, I heard her. Like I said, that right there, that statement that she made sound personal.
I'm gonna tell you another statement she made. Now
What's
we all know this, being black. We all know this, being black.
Mm-hmm.
On this show here, they asked her about slavery or something like that. This woman said the only reason why we was in slavery is because of the black man, the transatlantic slave trade, because the black man sold his family to white people or whatever, this and that. That's the only way that's the only reason why we was in slavery. You know, everybody in the world knows that we probably sold here and there, you know, probably Africans sold us here and there, probably a couple. But a majority of slavery came from the white man coming over to Africa, getting old people, taking them to the Caribbean, taking them over there to the islands, taking a small portion over here to America. Everybody knows this.
Right.
Everybody knows this. And she did not say that one time in that statement she made.
Exactly.
And I mean, and it was like, wow. Why? What can you say?
Well, to be honest, you really can't. Man, I would put it like this. My perspective on this, on a slavery thing, you know, we was tricked thousands of years ago by the white man by coming over here saying that, you know, they gonna give us a better life and woo woo woo. But instead of giving us a better life, they made our life even worse. And second of all, my perspective is I don't think ain't nowhere in the world a white person is gonna separate a black man from their family, because if you do that, that family is not going to be productive for you.
I agree.
The only way that you're going to keep productivity in slavery, if you keep their family on the same plantation that you had them at. Don't get me wrong, it was some that was traded to other plantations and other people in other states and countries and stuff. But majority, I think that majority of the people that were slaves, their family was together. Some was in a field, some was in a house, as they call them, house niggas. Then was the one that was telling on the other blacks because they had it better than the ones in the field. Now, if you get a group of strong black men, per se, you got 100 black men, you got 5 slave owners, they only got 10 people to keep the slaves intact. So you ain't gonna kill your slave. You may beat them, but you're not gonna kill that slave. You're not gonna kill their family, because if you kill their family and separate them from their family, what good is they gonna be to you?
I don't see no good coming out of it.
I don't either.
I don't see no good coming out of it.
There ain't no good out of that.
Well, you know, I was talking to my boy I think last week, And I asked him this, and I'm gonna see what your perspective is on this. I asked him, if a woman get pregnant by a man, who is, let's say, responsible for that?
Who's responsible for that child?
No.
If a woman get pregnant by a man?
Let me see. How did we put that? How did I put that? Who is I think I said who's responsible for her getting pregnant. Is it because of her, or is it because of the guy?
I'm gonna say both.
Okay.
Because I feel like if a woman don't want to get pregnant, she gonna have enough common sense to tell that man to use protection. She gonna use protection. She's gonna use a pill for her not to get pregnant. So if she's not on any type of birth control, and she just having sex with a guy unprotected, it's common sense. You're gonna get pregnant if you can have kids, and if that man can have kids.
I agree with you.
So I say it's on both of them. Because if that man don't want to have kids by a woman, he gonna always use protection. And if that woman don't want to have a baby, she gonna always make sure that man use protection, and if not, she's gonna use it. So I say it's a 50-50 thing. I know a lot of women out here, they talk about, man, I'm pregnant again. I ain't even meant to get pregnant. Yes, you did, because if you didn't use protection, you already know it's a possibility that you're going to get pregnant.
It's a big possibility. It's a damn sure big possibility on that.
Exactly. So that's why I say it's about 50-50 from men and women.
Yeah.
I'm not going to blame everything on a woman, and I'm not going to blame everything on a man. That's why I put it 50-50. Because first of all, a woman going to know if she want to have a baby by you anyway when she get with you.
But you said a mouthful, and you actually said if that woman didn't want to get pregnant, she should have told you to put a condom on.
Exactly. Or if she didn't want to tell you to put a condom on, she'd have been using birth control.
Saying that, what I need to know on that is, how is it? Let me see. How is it the man gonna be responsible if the woman has the access to the pussy? Make me explain that to me.
Well, I feel like this. A woman know for a fact that she gonna fuck you when she first meets you anyway. That's why I always tell that's why I tell all the males that I talk to that you don't choose your woman choose you. A man ain't never chose his woman. He might have chose the wrong woman when they got together, but that woman don't know from the jump if she want to be with you or not. So she gonna have the final say if she want to be with you or she don't want to mess with you. That's why I tell everybody a woman choose their man, a man don't choose his woman.
So that comes back to a question that I originally asked you. If the woman has to access to pussy, how is the man responsible for her getting pregnant? Because a man, he can't make that woman have sex with him unless he raped her.
Exactly.
So how is the man going to be 50-50 on that when she the one has the access to the pussy? All she got to do is
she got the access to the pussy, but she got access to his dick. She can't get pregnant without a man unless she get inseminated, unless she get
artificial inseminated.
Go to the doctors and stuff and get artificial inseminated.
Yeah, I know that, but that's what I'm saying is, how is it? We're talking about that woman now. somebody gonna have to have a responsibility to say a couple statements. One, you're gonna either say no glove, no love.
Right.
Okay. Or I'm not pulling these panties down until I get married.
Either or.
Either one. Now the man, he ain't, most of us, we ain't gonna give a damn. We're gonna be trying to get some pussy. And plus, if a man ain't trying to have a child, a man gonna be wearing a glove anyway.
Exactly. So if that man don't want to have a child, or he don't want to have a child by her, every time he fuck her, he gonna strap up.
Most definitely.
And sometimes that don't even work. Sometimes you can strap up and still get that motherfucker pregnant.
She strapping up, pulling out and everything else here.
Oh no, it ain't too many men. I don't know too many men that got a good pull-out game when the pussy good.
I'm gonna put it like this. As a partner of mine said, most men love shooting up the club anyway.
Exactly.
Up in there, they start shooting up the club and shit. No,
goddamn right they will.
They poor motherfucker out. They'll start shooting up the club. And
so I done been with women, a lot of women before then told me this, and I know they also told you this too. Hey, when you get ready to come, pull out. It's I'm not pulling out.
I don't have plenty to tell me that, but I was, me, I'm pulling out anyway. I ain't trying to get no motherfucker pregnant. Back then, I wasn't trying to get nobody. I ended up with 3 kids, but those were. I would go a little bit to that was something else. But,
see, I got one, and I done fucked a lot of females. And I didn't think that I can get a motherfucking pregnant until I got to this one. And hey, shit happened.
Well, speak on that right there. Speak on how, because you have a daughter. Let me tell everybody that. You have a daughter.
Yep.
And I have 3 boys. How is it you? Damn, and I really can't say that because. Do you think it would be a difference raising a girl from a boy? You know what I mean? Because
it's a hell of a lot different. It's a hell of a different. Because you ain't got to worry about 8 times out of 10, you really ain't got to worry about no man bringing no babies home, unless that man and that woman and that child stand with you. But a woman, if she stand with her parents, she gonna bring that baby home, and a man ain't got to be in that child's life, but that woman gonna always have to be in that child's life. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't really too much worry about your son getting a woman pregnant, but you're gonna be more concerned of your daughter getting pregnant by somebody that ain't no good, a motherfucker that got a track record.
Well, I'm gonna put something on you. I'm gonna put something on you. We know most daughters do that.
Right.
We also know that a majority of daughters, they like to go out and get a man that reminds them of their father. So if she go out and go get a no good ass Negro, what is that saying about you? Is she looking at you as a no good dad?
All depends on how you raise your child. No. I can say that. Because if you raise your child with the utmost respect, give her the utmost respect, but discipline her at the same time, she's not gonna go out and look for a man that disrespects her. If she's around her father all the time and that man treating her and every other woman with the utmost respect, that's who your child as a woman gonna want to find in a man.
But
because my daughter didn't told me, she was like, when she was younger, like 13 and 14, she was always telling me, and I kind of looked at her like she was crazy, But it was a good thing though. She always told me, she was like, you know what, Daddy? She said, you a good man. She said, I would like to have somebody like you when I grow up to get a boyfriend, I want somebody like you.
But the thing is, you didn't answer my question now. You gaslight around my question. Now, what I asked you with the gaslight, I'm gonna ask you again. If your daughter go out and go get some no good cat who ain't hitting no squat, and is that a reflection upon you the way she look at you? That's what I'm asking.
It can be. It can be.
No. You're gaslighting. Now we just established that.
Well, I really can't answer that question because.
Yeah, the hell you can, because you have a daughter. You have a daughter.
Yeah, but I can't say if I was a no good man, would my daughter want a no good ass nigga like her in her life? I can't say that because you know, there's a lot of kids out here influence their friends when they get a drug dealer little boyfriend or a gang banger little boyfriend. Majority of the females want a guy like that until shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's why I said I can answer it, but I can't answer it with a straight question because so that's why I said it reflects on who you is as a man on how you raise your daughter.
And you still gaslight me. We're gonna try this one more time.
I did. I'm trying to answer it.
No. What you try to do is keep that smoke off of your black ass. And I'm asking you, if your daughter go get some dude who's no good.
Is that a reflection on me? I'm going to have to say no.
Okay. Why would you say?
Well, the reason why I say no, because that's a tough ass question right there.
That's a tough ass question, and what I got going on, what I'm basically asking is, mostly we don't establish that the daughter want to try to find a man like you, and you look at this dude being like, I don't like this guy right here. Something ain't right about it. So. And she trying to find somebody like you. What part of that is she trying to find? Is she trying to find the protection part, the vital part, what else you got? Protector, provider, the man,
the comforter.
I mean, as a man, you're gonna have to step up and be the man who 10 toes down.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to be that man to be like, look, now you're gonna love your daughter, you're gonna love on them, because most men do. They love on their daughter and they do all this, and that's a good thing. I love seeing that now. I love seeing that. But well, back to my original question. I'll talk about this shit later. But anyway, is she looking for the protection part? Provider? What?
Well, I don't think that she was looking everything for a man as her daddy is. She may not see that violent side of her dad, only the sweet side.
The sweet side.
So I'm gonna say she's gonna be looking for a man like me in every way.
Is that a good thing or bad?
It could be a curse and it could be a blessing.
I didn't ask you if. I'm asking you, is that a good thing or a bad if she's trying to find someone like you?
Well, me personally, I'm gonna say it's a bad. I'm gonna say it's a bad thing. Is she trying to find a nigga like me?
So
I ain't gonna even lie. I don't never want my daughter to date a motherfucker like me.
But that's crazy
Ever.
because so you saying you are no good nigga? What is it about yourself that you don't want her to find somebody like you? What is it about yourself?
Because I'm an asshole sometimes. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I gotta be a buck. I'm an asshole sometimes.
Are you an asshole?
My temper is, I got a short temper when it comes to bullshit and what people say to me.
Hold on. Is you an asshole to her? Oh, well,
No, I'm just
are
well.
You an asshole to her?
Yes, I am sometimes. Yes, I am.
What makes you want to be an asshole to your one and only daughter that I know of? So you do know when it comes to a girl and a boy, we'll say the boy, we'll say you up in age and you have a girl and you have a boy. You do know the only one originally really gonna sit there and wanna take care of you. And if she's with a man and be like, look, my daddy is coming to stay with us. He ain't right. He's sick. Blah, blah, blah. You know that little boy, your ass going to a home. Because he going to be out trying to shake a goddamn tail feather. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's making you be an asshole to your only daughter? And what are you doing? And if you don't mind, give me an example how you feel that you was being an asshole to your daughter.
When my daughter get anything that she asks for, always have. But
from you or
from me, yes, from me. I can't speak on nobody else, but anything that she asks me for, she get it. I don't give a fuck what it is. She get it. So when I say I can be an asshole towards her, when she come around and she act a certain way that she know that I don't appreciate or I don't like her acting, and she do it anyway, and I get pissed off at her and I cuss her ass out to let her know, you know what? Don't play with me like that, little girl. I'm still your father and I will fuck you up.
You talk to your daughter like that?
I talk to my daughter like that when she's acting her ass. When she's being disrespectful out the mouth. When she thinks she grown. I had to break her down back to size to let her know. Motherfucker, my attitude is worse than yours. So who attitude you think is the worst? Is mine or yours? Yours. All right then. So don't play me like that. Because you know what will happen to you. I will fuck you up whether you a girl or not.
You hear me? How old is your daughter?
She just turned 18.
Just turned 18. Okay. So when you want to, as a man, sometimes you, as a man, wouldn't you want to show a better example how to resolve your problems with a woman to your daughter when she come in there acting ass? Because like you said, like we said, we want a woman that if I had a daughter, I'm gonna want a daughter to actually get a man similar to me because I want her protected at all times. I know one thing, I'm not gonna just sit here and watch anything happen to her and not say anything and not do anything. I know that.
Right.
That's being a protector. Now, doing the providing thing, I'm gonna want her to have things that where she's gonna want for things, but at the same time, she ain't gonna want for them things because she's getting what she need and want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Now, when it comes to relationship to have between her and a man, I want her to look at me as I love this man unconditionally. Now, the way you telling me, the way you speak to your daughter, it don't sound like she can actually say that. She can just say that when you about ready to give her something. So why would you talk to her like that instead of saying, look, we're going to resolve this, and I'm going to show you how to resolve this with a man. You ain't telling her this, but you just showing her this instead of being who you were back when you were 18 and 20 and 21 and 25 and stuff like that. Because I
was a motherfucker when I was 18 to 21. I ain't gonna even lie.
And that's what I'm saying. You don't want to do. Now you saying to yourself, you don't want to show her that, but that's what you're doing. Why would you want to do it? Why are you doing it? I can say, what? Why are you want to do it? Why are you doing it? That's my question.
Well, I do it because me personally, for my child, that's the only way that she can actually comprehend anything. If you cuss her ass out, if you talk to her nice, sit down and talk to her with the utmost respect, she gonna think that you playing with her. But if I sit my child down and be like, you know what? Sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up and listen to me, cause you ain't grown. But you just start smelling your ass. You don't know anything about life. Because it's a different generation from when we was growing up to what these kids is growing up now. These kids want what they see, whether it's good or bad.
I understand that, and I get what you're saying. You know, the generations do revolve, and they either gonna, but you got to look at something too.
What's that?
How was you when you were that age? So you got to start thinking as how do you resolve that problem? How would you want that problem resolved when you were that young?
Oh, well, I'll say how I was raised and everything.
Exactly. You would want somebody to talk to you a little bit better. You know that for yourself.
Yeah. I don't need all the disrespect and the cursing.
But that's what I'm saying. So why would you handle that same situation or something similar to that situation the same way it got dealt to you? You want to revolve and resolve your problem better. At least that's what I would want to do.
Well, like I said, it's different between a boy and a girl. And how I was raised, that's how my daddy talked to me. You know what I'm saying? And as a girl, I wouldn't want no man to talk to my daughter like I talk to a motherfucker out here that I'm pissed off at or mad at.
No, but
you know what I'm saying?
That's the whole thing. The way you were just talking, you saying that's where you kind of just come at your daughter though. And
you're absolutely right. That's how I come at my daughter when she's not listening to actual reality. What I'm trying to tell her, when I'm trying to give her the best advice that she can actually hear and use, she think everything is a damn game, and she think everything is a joke. So when you put your foot down and use a little aggressiveness, like cursing at her, that's when she listened better. I know it's bad to say. I know it's sad to say.
She pretends to listen now. Now you know better than that, brother, because you was in that same predicament. You know.
Yeah.
Better. That's when you pretend to listen. So what I'm saying to you, she brought a boy over to the house, and he was just like you. Now,
I'm like, oh hell no, motherfucker, you ain't fucking with him.
Hold on. I want you to hear this. You leave out, and I don't know, you leave him in the living room watching TV or whatever, and you in the back room, you and your wife, y'all back there in the back room doing what you're doing. And tell your wife I said hey too, because she couldn't hear me when I spoke to her earlier.
Tracy, Nino said what's happening. Babe. Nino said what's happening. She said hey.
and you and your wife in the back watching TV, and you hear a loud commotion up front. Now, the man she's with solve his problems the same way you do. He yells and cuss at her just to get her to listen as you say it. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna beat his ass.
Why? Now you just say that you don't want to. That's the only way she gonna hear something when you come doing. When you come talking to her like that.
It's
So
different between is.
No,
I feel like it's different if she have a boyfriend talking to her like that, and if her daddy talking to her. Because I didn't raise her all my life, so what I say to her should never faze her. She gonna love me regardless, but she may not love that man after he disrespect her like that. And if I hear a motherfucker disrespect my daughter the way I talk to her, I'm gonna fuck his ass up.
No, we're gonna change this damn thing. We're gonna change it to that's her husband. That's her fucking husband. And the only way he solves the problem is yell and scream at her the same way you do. What the fuck are you gonna do? You can't go beat the man up because you said for yourself.
Shit, how come I can't?
No, we're going by your narrative now. I'm going by your narrative. Your narrative is that's the only way you can get her to kind of listen to you. So that's why
for me.
No. We don't establish. She gonna find a man that's similar to her dad. Now the man she got yells and cuss at her to get her to understand things just like her dad. Now you just saying that he doing the same thing that you do. He yelled and cussed at her this and that, and and you hear this, and you hearing it. Now you want to go beat somebody else ass because they talking to your daughter trying to help her out. So you come on now. What sense?
Okay, I'll put it like this. I said, I will whoop his ass if he disrespect my child in front of me. What he do besides putting his hands on my child, how he talk to her while she's anywhere else around me, and she called me and say, Daddy, such and such just cussed me out and said this and said that. I was like, hey, you got to deal with it. As long as he don't put his hands on you, I ain't got shit to say. But he better not disrespect you in front of me.
Willie, you're moving the goalpost. Let's slide that goalpost back where it was. Now we're going to put your ass right back where I put you. Now, my thing is, if you don't want another man talking to your daughter like that, why would you do it like that when she's trying to find someone to do it just like you to keep her in line? Do you understand what I mean?
I understand on that point.
Okay then. So why would you do it? I'm telling you, basically what I'm telling you is
if you don't want the next man to do it, why would you do it to her?
Yeah, exactly. That and find you a better way of getting things through her head. Basically is what I'm saying. Because there's always a better way than what you're doing.
True.
And I always understand this too. You do know she has two different personalities. She has yours and she has her mom. She got your side and she got your mom. I mean, her mom's side. So,
right.
And I'm hoping her mom is just not somebody you went and knocked up and didn't know nothing about. I'm hoping.
No, hell no. That's why I only got one child. Cause I always told the bitch, I ain't never finna lay down with you and have a baby with you if I don't love you, or if I'm not in love with you.
No, I didn't say nothing about love. I said no. I ain't saying nothing about no love. I said know her, and I mean know her from the fullest. How does she talk to her dad? How does she talk to her mom? How does she handle her problems and stuff like that? And that's vice versa. How do you do your stuff? You know what I mean? This is all about, basically communications and all that stuff like that. And this is going to take it. We're going to go down to a segment on parenting. Now we're gonna switch this. This is going right to parenting. Now, looking at the parents, these little young kids, how they do their parenting, and how you doing your parenting, or how our age doing ours, and our parents before us. Who do you think is doing the better job, and who do you think really is not parenting? You know what I mean? You understand the question, because if you don't understand the question, I
understand the question.
But tell me.
I'll say our generation raised the kids. Well, our generation, like us, we're raising our kids better than our parents did, because any goddamn thing that we did, we got our ass whooped for it. You know, back then in the days, we couldn't say, hey, such and such, hey, Calvin, huh? What? We get the shit slapped out of us. The kids say that shit to us now. Because, you know, when you have a kid, you know, before you had kids, you always say, I ain't gonna never raise my kids how I was raised. And so you try to, I'm not saying how you was raised was bad, but you gonna try to raise your kids with a little bit more respect than what our parents gave us. You gonna give your kids a little bit more lenience than what our parents gave us. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take the bitter with the sweet when it comes to raising kids. Sometimes you can be sweet. Sometimes you got to get physical. Well, not physical, but
physical. I get what you're saying.
Well, you know what I mean. Now, you know, not like putting your hands on them, but letting them know, hey, first of all, you're not gonna talk to me like that. You was raised better than that. I ain't teach you how to talk like that to people.
Before I you ain't gonna like what I'm gonna talk about, but before we go further about the parenting, what you should know what I'm gonna talk about. I need for you to tell the people who may or may not see this. Tell the people your what year and what show you was on, your debut TV show.
I was on Maury. He is not the daddy.
What was the show? Why was you on Maury, rather?
Because the young lady wanted to find out was this little girl was mine or not.
No.
And I told her, you know what? I don't know if she mine or not, because I didn't know that you was pregnant. And plus, I didn't know you had a baby until the little girl was like 3-4 months old. Because we had a one-night stand at a hotel one night. And
you don't told
shit got wild.
You don't told me a lie somewhere, but go ahead. I'll tell you about the lie you told me.
I ain't tell you no lie.
You'll see what I'm talking about. So don't forget.
We had a one-night stand. And I was with another female. Shit happened. She had just got out of prison for doing 23 years for murder.
Oh, she had just got out of prison for murder, or you just got out of prison?
She just got out of prison for murder.
Okay. Well, okay.
Pussy was hot. She wanted dick and pussy. Ooh. So we did a little foursome. I know the other two bitches couldn't get her pregnant. Ooh. So we did our little thing in a hotel room. Dropped them off. The next morning, came home. I didn't think nothing else of her. I ain't talked to her no more.
Let me ask you something. Did you tell Maury them this? Because I still haven't found that episode. Now, no Dio, he said he saw it. Hope said she saw it. So the question is, did you tell Maury them this?
Yeah, I told Maury that.
Well, let me ask you this: did you show out like the rest of them niggas on there? Because you already
No,
know,
I didn't.
I'm gonna put it like this: you already know how I feel about that shit there. You know, because me and you, we won't fall out, but we will have some goddamn words on this shit.
Right. I know.
Now,
No, they wanted me to go on there and disrespect her and say all of this bad stuff about her, but I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't say, fuck that bitch, she a hoe and woo. I did say, you know what? She was fucking more than just me. She was fucking everybody. She done ran through damn near the whole town. So how the hell I know it's my baby? I ain't talked to the woman no more until she had the baby.
And this was what D.O. said. D.O. said when he saw it, we know you and we know how you are.
Right.
And D.O. said, I was shocked that Willie went that long actually without, just going off. But
exactly.
He said he started warming up at the end though, because he started warming up. I said, I hope Lil Willie didn't do that because I'm gonna fall out with Lil Willie because them folks don't need.
Nah, I didn't do a bogus on TV.
Yeah.
I didn't do that because, like I said, even though she was a hoe, I couldn't go on TV and, assassinate her character. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? They was telling me, when you go on there, tell, I want you to tell everybody how she's a hoe and fuck her and this and that and woo. I was like, okay, I get out there. I was like, I'm not gonna say she a bad person, but she slept with a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know if the baby mine or not, so I'm just gonna leave it as that. I said she kind of favored my daughter when she was little.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, so I don't know if she's my child or not.
Uh-huh.
And I just left it as that.
Do you ever see that chick anymore? You as in through passing or anything?
None of that.
Okay. All right.
I probably ain't talked to her in about damn near going on 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, damn near about 3 years I ain't seen her or spoke to her.
Wow.
She did, she in another relationship. She done had 2 more babies by different dudes.
And she didn't blame them on you, did she?
Hell no. She couldn't blame it on me because I wasn't fucking with her.
Like they really give a damn. Back to what we was with the back to where we was with the parenting.
But I can't tell you this. That bitch went back on the show 5 months later and found the real baby daddy.
That's good. That is. I like that. So tell me, with the parenting, like I said, between the 3 generations, our parents, us, and our children.
Man, it's a big damn difference. Because we was raised with respect. These kids nowadays ain't.
We were raised with to show respect, but ask yourself something, did we? Did we?
To our elders, we did.
Think about what you're saying now.
To our elders, we did. We didn't start. Me personally, I didn't start cussing out my elders until I was like, well, besides the police, that they don't count. Fuck them elders. I'm talking about like anything else, like people around our house. We respected all them.
But think about something. And the reason why I'm asking this is because of all the game banging. It really did get a super hype until we was in that generation. And that's when all the disrespect started too. That's why I'm saying that.
Well, I'm gonna put it like that. I'm gonna be 100 with you. When I was out here gang banging, doing my little disrespectful shit in the streets, I never disrespected my elders ever. Ever. Unless they put their hands on me for no apparent reason. Like that old motherfucker did in Mississippi, and I had to whoop his ass. Well, when Uncle Bud disrespected me, when Uncle Leonard disrespected me, but any other elders, I probably said what I had to say without the cursing and all the disrespect. I was always raised just like you. Say what's on your mind, but make sure if you say it to an elder person, or you know what I'm saying, you better say it. You better choose your words lightly.
Yeah.
I did do that. I never cursed out an elderly person just be cussing them out.
We had plenty of people done that, though.
And I knew how to talk to my elders. You know, I had to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir.
Yeah.
But as I got older, all that yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am shit went out the door. I felt like when I was at a certain age, I didn't have to say that no more. Because I felt like I was grown. Especially if I was taking care of myself. Yeah. If I was in my parents' household, I had to still oblige by their rules.
Yeah.
But half of my life, I was never in my damn parents' household. So if whatever I did in the street, it never came home to my mama or my daddy saying, oh yeah, you know what? Your son out here disrespecting his elders. They ain't never came home and told my daddy or my mama that. They probably said, you know what? Your son is an asshole. Your son bad as hell. But they ain't never said, you know what? Your son disrespected me. They weren't gonna never say that because I knew better.
So what is the problem today with the generation now that's raising kids? Tell
because
me
these parents,
what you think. The ones
I see that these parents want to be their kids' friends instead of being their parents.
Speak on that. Tell me what you mean by that.
That's like,
we don't know.
You know, how you gonna have your child, let your child stay out to 12, 1, and 2 o'clock in the morning, he or she 12, 13, 14 years old. Ain't no way in the hell we can stay out at the age of 12, 13, and 14, 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning and come home when the hell we want to. You gonna get your ass stomped, beat half to death, and you getting your ass put on punishment. How the white people got the kids now, you can't touch your kids. You can't whoop them. If you discipline them, they can call the police on you and lie on you. You going to jail, not the kid.
So do you think that's a strategy with them doing that? If you know
yeah.
what I mean, as in to me personally, I think that's to stop you from, disciplining your kids. Is actually stopping you from teaching your kids. And when I say discipline, I don't mean just whooping their ass. I mean,
right. You talk about like telling them something wrong and what's right.
Yeah.
But you can't even talk to these kids no more. Because the first thing they're going to do while you talking to them, they're going to be on their phone texting, looking at stuff, ignoring the hell out you.
First of all,
we didn't have that technology back then on that luxury.
I'm going to tell you like this. First of all, your child may will, and I'm going to tell you this, and I'm quite sure my kids going to look at this. My kids is 27 and 26 years old. And one finna turn 27. I got 2 27 and 3 27 and one 26.
Okay.
They're not finna do that to me. And these are boys. I mean, they're not finna do that to me because, I let them speak their piece, but you're gonna do it respectfully.
Most definitely.
you're gonna do it respectfully. Because one thing I'ma always say for me, with me having these boys like I do, is my parenting just started. They 20 something. My parenting just started. Now, what I was doing earlier was grooming them, getting them, making sure they cut their hair, make sure they do this and all this stuff. Now the parenting started educating them now about the world has started. These days, I'm looking at these. Even in our generation, we got people in our generation when they kids turn 17 or 18, they done. When they old enough to learn this and that. No, not for me. This shit started. This shit starts when they really, once they get to that age to where they can go to jail. That's when your parents start to go. You got to start navigating your child, whether it's a boy or a girl, and hopefully the woman. Hopefully you got a woman. You and her going to be on the same program when it comes to your child. And you want to navigate through this fucked up ass crooked white man system the way they have it, and you want to navigate to let them know this is what's going to happen right here. If you do that, I can promise you this is what's going to happen because blase this and blase that. And if you, I'm not, you know how I am with it, especially when it came to my boys, I talk to them. And I don't like the fact that I have to do that.
But it's necessary.
It's necessary because I look at white men my age. They don't have to talk to their kids the same way we have to talk to our kids. It's a fucking shame that we got to give our child the talk about if you getting pulled over by the police and all this bullshit. But these motherfuckers get out of the car and start fighting police and all kind of shit, pull guns out on them, doing the fucking thing they want. And they walk and they go home afterwards.
Yeah, with no repercussions or nothing.
And our child go somewhere and sneeze around the police, and hell, we got to go to a grave site.
Yep. You sure do. That's why I'm so, I can't say personally, as a father, I'm kind of proud of my daughter because she's a fucking lame.
A lame, huh?
She don't hang in the streets. She don't go nowhere. She don't, you know what I'm saying? She don't do none of that. She just stay at home. Once she graduated, she don't do anything but stay at home. And I just found out today that my mom told me that my daughter in college. And I was shocked that she wanted to go to college.
Why is that?
Yeah, because she wanted to drop out in the 9th grade. And like I told her, if you do, I'm going to fuck you up. Only thing I want you to do for me in your lifetime is to graduate high school. And if you do that, you're going to make your daddy proud. And she actually did that. Because she was asking her mom, well, I want to drop out of school. And she was like, well, that's up to you, but you got to talk to your daddy. She was like, no, I'm not going to talk to him because I already know what he going to say. You damn right.
So that's the only.
You ain't got shit else to do in your life but to graduate.
That's the only expectation you wanted out of it? Just to graduate from high school?
That's it. That's all I wanted her to do is graduate from high school. And when she did that, I was proud of her.
That's a low expectation. You know that, don't you?
It can be.
Ain't no chance, man.
But there's a lot of kids out here that their parents don't give a fuck about if they drop out when they 14 years old. There's a lot of parents out here don't know half the time where their kids at.
That's true. That's very true. But
so instead of giving my daughter a high expectation, the only expectation I expected out of her was to graduate.
I'm looking at this from your perspective, though, buddy. I'm looking at this from you. I'm looking at this is you of all people, you should have wanted better for her, as in I want I want I want you graduated with no children. I
She
want
don't
you
have
to
any.
I want you to, be somewhere learning how to be a wife and to be a good wife and look for you the right husband for you that's going to be a protector, a provider, and all that stuff like that. Not only that is, your encouragement of her um extending her lifespan should have been a whole lot better. But she's 18. Hell, she's still hell. Her ass just started living. Hell, she ain't no but 18. Shit.
Exactly. Because that's why I
But
said, that's why I put that expectation on her when when her mama told me that your daughter want to drop out of high school, and I said, what'd you tell her? Well, I told her she can do what she want.
well, let me ask you this: how is the relationship between you and her mom?
It's horrible. I don't even speak to her. I haven't spoke to that woman in 5 years, maybe 6.
That's not.
I
That,
don't have no feelings for her. I don't have no love for her. I don't have anything for her. And it's bad to say, is she passed away tonight?
But hey, we ain't gonna go there. Don't go there. What I'm saying is,
okay.
What I'm saying is, see, you take shit somewhere where it shouldn't go. A lot of times. Now you just took that somewhere where it shouldn't go. We know, you ain't got to do all that. We understand that, but what I'm saying is,
but that's who I am. I speak 100% real what I say. You know what I'm saying? I don't bite my tongue for nobody. You know this.
Believe me, I know.
You're not just gonna tell me anything to make me believe. You're not gonna say anything to me to make me believe it. You're gonna have to show it to me. Like I told her.
Okay.
Hey, show me that, that you want to be more in your life than what you are now. I said, if you don't, you're going to be grown when you turn 18. That's going to be your life, not mine. You're going to fuck your life up. I didn't fuck your life up. You're going to fuck it up. So only thing I want you to do is graduate high school. If you don't want to go to college or anything else, I'm cool with that. As long as you made me proud of graduating.
Now, that's the way talking earlier when I said you was talking to your daughter like that, and then her husband getting the woman to talk to her like that in front of you, and you want to get mad. That's BS. But anyway, we're gonna close this on out. Give me your closing. Let the people know if they want to follow you, where they can follow you at. If you have a social media and all that right there.
No, I don't have no social media. Only thing I really have is Facebook. That's it. And I don't even post on there. Unless it's me and my wife doing something.
Okay.
Like I said,
I wish your wife, is she asleep?
No, she's up.
Why you didn't have her over here with us? We could have did a little something like that.
Because she's on the phone with her sister.
Okay, but don't worry about it. We just give me your close. Give me a closing.
Oh, hold on. You ain't on the phone with nobody? Come here then. When you come out the room.
And make sure her ass is decent too.
Oh, she is.
Take that bullshit out that couch. Take that bullshit out that couch back there.
No, man, I can't do that. You know I can't take that bears off. No, he just wanted. I know he just wanted to see you on there, baby. He want me to give a closing thought about what I said.
I don't want to give a closing thought about what you said.
I said he want me to give a closing thought, not you.
Well, one night back there.
All right then. Good night, baby.
All right, cuz
Hey, what's going on?
Well, we can't call it. We can't call it. We can't call it at all. Give me a thought. Let me have a thought before you get out of here. I need a thought on young parents. Tell me your thought on young parents today.
My thought on what?
On parenting these days.
Oh, young parents. Young parents.
Oh, young
The
parents.
young parents.
Yes, ma'am.
Man, my thoughts on these parents. I got so many thoughts on these parents because a lot of them is horrible. They raising these kids horrible. They raising these kids literally to just do what they want to do,
Say what they want to
say what they want to say,
act how they want to act.
and at the end of the day, like no matter how disrespectful a kid is to anybody, except for these parents being parents, they out here ready to fight
With their kids.
with the kids but the kids being disrespectful. So it's just horrible. They go to school, disrespect teachers. They just do it all, and these parents be like, they got the kids back, 100%, no matter what they do. So it's just bad. That's why the violence is so horrible now. Shit.
But Willie, I need one more thing from her. I need one more thing.
Okay.
Tell about the statement that the woman Cynthia G has been making, and
that
asked her
if a black man have a black child, the woman should get the child aborted.
No. If a black woman is pregnant with a man's child and she know that baby is a male fetus,
black baby, she
said a black woman shouldn't have a male fetus born.
A male fetus.
Yeah, because
first of all, how do you even know it's a male until it's big enough to know what the sex is? So basically, because I'm pregnant with a boy, I'm supposed to just go. That's basically murder because now you can see what it is. If they can tell what sex it is, it's fully developed. Something probably wrong with her.
I said something that she went through in her life. The reason why she speaks like that.
I mean, but it's like, why the hell would you want to extinct all men? That's basically saying you want all men to be extinct from the world.
No, not all men.
Just black men?
Yeah.
Just black men. She lost
her rapid ass, man.
She has literally made that her thing. So specifically, her thing is black men shouldn't be born.
Black men shouldn't be what?
Born.
She was black.
Yeah, she's a black woman.
Something wrong with her. Yes, I don't know who did whatever to her, but whoever did whatever to her still shouldn't even have her at that thought of no black men. Like, is she crazy?
Pretty much. That's why I said something physically wrong. That something went on.
It's either something physically wrong with her or something mentally wrong with her. Like one or the other, because
But you know, like, she's getting a lot of
backlash.
No, she
backlash on that.
No, she ain't getting. She probably getting it from the black public, but you know, the white power structure, they love it.
Oh yeah, they love what she's saying.
Oh yeah, black men,
and they gonna consider her the same way they consider us. If she fuck up in the world, they gonna wind up putting her dumb ass in jail or killing her too.
I mean, because they can root her on, but at the end of the day, shit, you still just another nigga to them too. So
yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's like, and at the end of the day, you can go have as many babies with another race as you want to, because they came from you. Your kids are still gonna be considered niggas too to them. So what's your point? So it's like
black man having a baby by any type of race.
If she have a baby by another race and have a male, sweetheart, you still just had a black male.
True.
It came from you. It's not gonna switch out nothing.
because
Because the man was white that you had the baby back? No, baby.
Right.
But you're black, so that
is the
baby still
dominant
had black
gene.
genes in him, so you just still had a black son.
So see if she ever have a baby, or if she have a child. What if she have a child and it's a male? Is she gonna get it aborted?
I guess because it didn't come from a black man, but at the same time, she's still giving birth to a black man because you're black. So it don't matter.
True.
You're still giving birth to a black male.
That's why I was saying, brother, no matter what race she have a child with, so if she have a male, is she gonna get that child aborted?
Right, because it's still gonna be a black man regardless. So that's why I'm like, maybe something is mentally wrong with her. I with a statement like that, I'm gonna go with something that's mentally wrong with her.
I said the same thing.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go with something that's mentally wrong with her. Something got to be mentally wrong with her.
Yeah, hater talking about get this blanket off the couch.
Leave my bears alone. They fuck ups, but I'ma still root for them.
Somebody's gonna win 4 games a whole year.
I'm running back down. I'm tired.
All righty, then.
Yeah, we're gonna get ready to close this on out, Colin. We're gonna be on here damn near an hour and a half. Didn't realize.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Great conversation, though. Great conversation that people need to hear. You know, different people's opinion.
Oh yeah. Stay online. I'm gonna holler at you when you get off. This is Calvin from CMO TV, and I see your ass when I see you. Peace, Negro.
Peace.